Well, it looks like things were going along really good in life, as you know, life does. And you thought it couldn't get better, and of course it couldn't, because then right after that something heavy came, and it took you by surprise. It took you by surprise for sure. At that point, I don't think you knew which direction you were supposed to go in at all, and there was a deep desire to be with a King of Swords, which would have been likely Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And if it wasn't that sign, there was surely that type of personality in their head, lots of thinking, intellectual, a little cool, a little aloof kind of a person, but a good person, okay? But thinking all the time, sort of, you know, you don't always know what's going on in their mind. Not that they're trying to be secretive, just that they are that kind of a person. They take their time and they think things through, and they're often thought-provoking individuals as well. Find them to be intelligent and supportive and mostly kind, but you don't always, sometimes it's more duty than kindness, but they can be both. Anyways, Ten of Pentacles is on there. That indicates there's someone like that in the home or wanting to be in the home. There's a good solid connection with them, sound and real. Okay? Hey, Anna B, I see you. Six of Pentacles in the relationship place shows that something happens and there is a lack of giving on both sides. Yeah, I left you after many years. And it shows that there was an unkindness, that in the end it was a cool vibe, too cool for you. And so that eventually you stopped giving because you didn't feel you were getting. And that was your lesson, really, is, you know, about whether you give to get. To be honest, it is a karmic lesson. So when you give, whatever you give, no matter what you give, whether it's money, love, relationship, kindness, you always give it because it's what you want to give, not because on any level, at any point in time, do you think you might get something back. So it has to be a lesson of having that giving spirit, that generous spirit be part of your being without any motivation except for to give. Okay? So that is your karmic lesson. That's why it happened to you. And I'm sorry it happened to you. You know, I've been to my own little teachings. I've had lots of experiences myself that brought me to my knees. In fact, it brought me to both knees. And now I need two knees. Right? Oh, God. So, I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at your girlfriend. I'm just saying this is part of the lessons and where you're at in your life. And I want to stop for a second. I am, just for those that don't know, I'm actually doing a reading for one of my clients or followers that won a reading because she was the top gift giver. And I do this once a month, and she's part of the reading. So right now I'm doing only her. So anybody who's asking for readings, you'll have to wait. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Be sure you're following the page, okay? It was not unexpected, but just missing in my life. Okay, so the point I'm making is if you want to win a reading, you have to send some gifts my way, and I usually will, once I'm finished, I'll come back and do some readings for you. Okay, so it shows that you've burdened this for a while. It shows that the swords are started to falling out. So it shows that the swords have always I'll try that again. The Ten of Swords are in your back. This is in the past, just so you know. But in reverse here, it shows that you finally wiggled out from underneath them, and you're doing much better. It's been a complete death and rebirth of yourself, and that relationship would have been considered a soulmate because the teachings and the lessons that you learned were valuable to your growth. And that's a good thing. So this is why he shows up. There's a lot of good inside him, a lot of kindness inside him, but there may have been a lack of connection, and so then that made you sort of pull away. So then the relationship falls apart. Oh, thank you so much. So anyways, it does show that two different directions were created, and off they go. So in your career place, it shows that you may have poured yourself into that career at some point in time, because the sun shows a depressed vibration from you, and that the career maybe brings you out of it. You pull yourself right out. And Ace of Wands is a journey to true self, is a journey to the creation of your true being, and all of the things that have happened in your life then come to culminate, basically, to create and birth the true Kate. So this is what this relationship did for you. Amazing, isn't it? So anyone who's listening to this reading may also take certain things from the reading personally, because what I have found is if you listen on to another person's reading, it's because there's a part of you that needs to hear it. So whatever part you're listening to is likely meant for you. So even though I'm reading for Kate, those that are watching, those that are sitting here are actually getting a reading. If you pay attention, you'll see yourself in this reading. And it's not because we seek it or we look for it. You'll hear it. You'll know it. And also I've noticed that when readers do readings, usually they attract to them people that they also, whatever's going on in their lives will resonate to the reader's life. So there'll be a message in here for me as well. It's up to us to be smart enough to see it. So King of Cups is now in reverse. This is it has a number of vibrations. One, it could be having a hard time staying committed in a relationship. Okay. Yes, I can see that happening for you, dear. It does show that, just sort of a flat line for a little while. But you will have to look at what the King of Cups brings. The King of Cups is likely someone who is some sort of addictions, and it could be to sex even. It could be to alcohol. It could be to power and control. It could be that type of a personality. They show up in most ways as a good person, but it's really not completely true, because this person may be an alcoholic, for instance. And not that they're all alcoholics are bad, but there's a selfish thing to alcoholism, right? Right, Kate? So then what this shows is someone who has difficulty committing even to their own being. So, you really shouldn't take any of it personally, because this is the fact. Now, this could also be someone that you live with, like a father or a grandfather, someone like that, a father source in your own family. And so what's happening maybe is you're being attracted, right, Kate? I can see it. So what that means is you're being attracted to people who have the same type of language, so that your karmic debt can be resolved through the relationship with this person. So then your reactions or actions to all that person's actions and reactions is what's actually culminating. So so he's bringing up these energies, and you're supposed to sort them out and heal them. That's the reason for it all. Hey, you guys get to watch me do a reading. You liking it? I love doing readings, in case you didn't notice. Anyways, so this tells me that Four of Pentacles also comes into the place in your relationship, which is really cool, because the Four of Pentacles means that whatever's going on, whatever happens with this partner that you leave or leaves you, there's still some sort of cohesion in the connection. So there is, it's guarded, but it's certainly there, okay? Hi. I'm doing a reading for for a person that won a reading, and she won that by being the biggest gift giver. So if you want one, that's how you do it. You got to go to TikTok to do it, people, on Psychic Seer, Tamara White Wolf, Facebook. Got to go to TikTok, Spirit Talk, Tamara White Wolf. That's how you find me. All right, so anyway, so this issue that I've been talking about with either some sort of addictive personality, some sort of thing like that, will have some justice. Justice is coming. That's the best way to put it. Justice is coming, and that person will have to face the man. All right. So now I'm seeing a Page of Cups and a Queen of Wands. This indicates a motherly figure that I would say is harsh and difficult. Right. Harsh and difficult. Woman. So she would be seen as very selfish, and there would be children underneath that vibration. How else do I put that? The Six of Swords. there's a walking away from this whole situation, and it's quite sad, to be honest. It's just a long time coming. So I'm seeing depression, but I'm also seeing you shaking the chain off your leg and being able to actually move forward. It's a good energy, regardless of how difficult it is. You may feel difficult. You may have some difficulty sacrificing this situation, but it has to be done. And it is most definitely the right time to do it. You got a lot of 5s here, and I'll tell you this about 5s. I always see the 5 energy as a gate, and it's sort of like you open that gate, and so once you go past that gate, everything changes. Okay, everything changes. So this is where you are, but the gate is a swingable thing, so it can always go backwards if you really wanted to, but it is there. The gate, it is a gate. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very much. So now I got, in the workplace energy, I see 6 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Cups. Both of those indicate some sort of going away or leaving a certain area of money, something to do with money and stability or finances, something like that. Job, it could be a job, it could be, maybe you had more than one job. It might be you had 2 jobs and one of them you had to walk away from, or one you had to move away from, or you were removed from that other job. So it does show that there still is an energy of returning. So maybe there was a breach or break in the workplace, and then you come back, something like that. So it does show, though, that there's an in and out energy around work, and money isn't completely assured, and maybe you need to just think about it a little bit longer and then, focus. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? This relationship shift or breakup or whatever you want to call it, I would say has sort of put you on you're spun out a little bit, so you might not be making all the right decisions because you got a low vibration, and sadness is your calling card right now, my friend. So with the kind of cards you have in the workplace and the money making, I say your spirit needs to heal a little bit, and then it'll come back into fine working order. Yeah, that's what it shows. And it shows that you love what you do. So you may have a couple of different things that you're doing in that workplace, and maybe you can only do one right now. And even that one isn't done as to your best. So I'm going to say that you're going to pull all this back into shape, my dear. And to be really honest with you, I wouldn't worry too much. Sorry. I wouldn't worry too much. You know yourself. Although you're going through a difficult time, a sad time, a harsh time in your life, I know you have the ability to turn it around. And I think you do too. But this is a big hit. So it's, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. So another one, oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad to be able to tell you this, my friend. This is a beautiful card to have. It's a Leo card. It's a strength card. It's courage. It's the energy to do what someone's got to do. So I'm going to say as soon as the sun starts coming back and you're feeling more in tune because the sun's replenishing you, you're going to shift into some pretty good high gear energy. And I don't see you taking anybody's shit, okay? To be honest with you, the one thing that has happened is you will put your foot down a little bit faster than normal. And this might be a good thing. It could just be age that has caused you to be, oh yeah, she's a Leo. That's right, she is. So am I, by the way. So this shows, a good fiery vibration. That sun comes back in. You're starting to feel more bright, more light, more giving. A King of Wands comes in. Now this is a really good fit for you because it's a fire sign. It's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries man. I like him. But I've got a 7 of Cups on this man. That says there's some illusion. Something isn't clear. It says take your time, go slow, make sure before you, whatever kind of relationship you want this to be sure you know the person before you check off that box in terms of what relationship you allow. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Follow the page and I'll get back to you and get a reading for you too. You won't get one as big as this one, though. Okay, so anyways, bottom line is you also got the High Priestess card. Interesting thing about the High Priestess is she was in reverse. When she's in reverse, she can be harsh, she can be saucy. Now either you're going to be that person, or someone's going to come up against you, and that's going to come out of you because that's what you're being faced with. So the moment you are faced with someone else who puts that type of energy or vibration into the relationship, I see you being far more prompt about removing that vibe. So having choice and choosing who you want to work with is going to be your best thing to do. And it might interfere with, exactly how much money you make all the time, because, that means you say, I can't do that job, sorry, I'm busy. But in the end, I think you're going to be way more selective about who you work with because you can. So, good. Now let me see what else I got here. Yeah, you got the when in doubt, sit it out card. I will tell you that. It says that fake it till you make it. That's another good energy that's coming. So really, I don't think you have much choice if you want to be, good at what you do and keep the money flowing. You got to kind of put the shit that you've just gone through aside, lay it over there for a bit, and you'll mourn this for a good 7 more months. I'm going to say, but I think that it'll be, you'll have mostly good days, and then every once in a while it'll spring back into what the fuck just happened. I can see you wanting to maintain friendship and relationship with this person. However, there were definitely deceptions, and those things were real. Let's not forget them. They're hard. They're real. Now there could be something going on with the partnership that he was in terms of maybe somebody was sick, or maybe there was some sort of unwellness or shakiness, and he had to maybe make a move back in that direction for the security of the whole, whatever that means. I'm sure you understand that better than I could. And maybe this is partly why you're being friendly or kind or understanding about it, and that is because you understand the depth of what's really happening. So, but there was some deception, and there was some lies, and there were some sneakinesses on everybody's part. And so, there's some lessons here about being authentic and real and honest and true to yourself. And to be honest with you, I think so, yes, the Gemini. I'm going to go back to the King of Wands because I want to distinguish the two. When I've said that, the negative stuff, it was all about the bad guy. The bad guy, which would have been the guy that just deceived you. Although you're friendly still with them, I would still call some of what he did and his actions over the many years unsavory. Okay? The King of Wands that I see coming forth is a nice person, a very nice person, and has a lot of good vibrations that you really quite like. But the Seven of Cups is on them, and what happens with that is either they're an artist, or they're some sort of maybe they're a designer or an artist or something like that. They're very creative and have lots of thinking, lots of thoughts, and can really be very resourceful with things that are nothing. Many would, but I never did. I don't know what you're referring to, sweetie. Anyways, the Seven of Cups would have to do with either illusions, artistic ways, and it could be drug abuse or drug problems. No, I'm not talking about you having an illusion. I'm talking about them. Okay? And so all I'm saying is what is illusion could also be... sorry, I'm trying to follow this and read. An illusion could also be someone who maybe has high ideals or all kinds of whimsical thoughts or things that they want to do, and they don't accomplish a lot of them. So it could be that type of personality too, where they're got lots of ideas but they don't pull it all through. This person could actually be someone who's no, I'm not talking about the married guy right now, though. Geez, this delay in the It's hard to read for you here. I'm going to just focus. Hopefully you'll understand everything I say. Okay, so here's the good thing. What I see at the end of the day is this. I see the Three of Pentacles. It's an awesome card. It says, I see you pulling your family back together, your relationships with yourself and your friends and your family. I see you putting some time in that and being more real and more there for those people. And this really working out really, really good for you. So happy to say that. Five of Swords, you know, there may be some arguments that you could have with your past person, or there might be also some arguments that you have with people in your family close to you about that past person, but I think you're going to work it all out. It's all going to come together, and letting go of this whole situation and moving forward into your own power place is exactly what's called for, and this King of Wands might be part of your future. So what I'm speaking of is a new person, a new love, a new man. That could be fun. Thank you. How's that for you, my dear? Do you have any final questions? I don't usually ask questions of anyone when I do readings because I just see what the world has to say. I do see some sort of disagreement coming to a head, but in the end I think it'll all work itself out, my friend. It'll work itself out. And it does show up as 3. That's what the Three of Pentacles is, right? So for those of you who don't know, I've just completed a reading for Kate, who's been watching on here. I just did a 20-minute reading for her. I think that's how long it was, something to that effect, where I just go into the reading, into the zone, and do the thing I do. I put it on here so everyone here can see how I do my readings, and you're welcome to book a session with me by going back to the bio and seeing my link tree. And on the link tree, there is a TikTok special that you could take and have a little 20-minute reading with me too. And it's only $40. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad those people who are watching and listening got something out of it too. Remember what I said, if you were listening to this reading, there were bits and pieces of it that were meant directly for you. So take it and work with it, and anyone who is listening to this reading, there would be a message somewhere in here for you. So bottom line is, everyone who's been going through some nasty stuff, it's all going to culminate into the most beautiful blossom, and things are going to be good. But it is going to be probably 3 weeks from now when you can look back and go, damn, I'm glad that's over. And just so an interesting point of view is that this particular next few weeks are very significant, okay? Very significant, because I would say these next 2 weeks are going to change your life permanently, in a good way, in a good way. So, you know, everyone who's listening, I would say take that on, because I really think that we are all being part of this eclipse energy as well. And the planets, Jupiter and Saturn are playing, and Pluto are having so much fun with us. And you know, all I can say is good stuff is literally on the way, but it's going to feel like you're, you know, digging your way out of a very dark place, and that is because we have been in a dark place. And even in this, you know, reawakening of our Earth, of our the COVID days, let's call it, that reawakening is almost like a seed in the ground that's been stomped on for a couple of years and not allowed to be watered or have any air, or, you know, being suppressed, and now it's got to climb out of the hard earth, and that's what we're doing. And it's going to hurt a little bit on the way up, right? It's going to hurt a little bit. There is a big change coming. You're absolutely right. Right? Well, like I said, when in doubt, sit it out. For those people that are listening and thinking about this, you know, this is a time to sort of sit it out, wait it out a little bit. It's not a time for, you know, really big action. It's more of a time to think. And yes, action can be in there, but it is thought given. lots of mindfulness on whatever the problem is, and consider each step and what will happen if you make that step or this step, and really give it some thought. You will rise like a lotus. You're the Phoenix lady. And I will say this last thing for you, that the wheel is present and only luck is there. Thank you, thank you. Only luck is there. You just have to decide to pick it up now, okay? Just pick it up. All right. I hope that was helpful to you, Kate. Do you think you can work with that? Do you think it will help you? That's right. That's right, Trixie. You're welcome so much. So, how much money did it actually cost you to be the top winner that month? Do you remember, Kate? How much money did it cost you to gift me? Gift givers, people who don't gift, it's so cheap and it's so helpful. Oh, I'm so glad it was helpful, Kate. So glad to hear that. Thank you very much for telling everyone. And I don't know you, never met you. You don't even have any content on your page, right? So, just so you know, if you want to look for me, I am Tamare White Wolf. You can see the spelling of my name is with an E, Tamare. Thank you, and you can. Oh, thank you, and you can find me at tamarewhitewolf.com, and all my readings are there. Or you can go to my link tree, and you'll be able to connect there as well. You don't what, honey? Oh no, I'll do a reading for you. I'm not saying I wouldn't do a reading for you. I'm saying that's the way to win a reading from me. I'll do a one-card reading for you, no problem. No problem. I'm just saying if you want to win a reading, then you would have to be a gift giver. And also if you want more than one card, gift givers can get 2 to 4 cards. That's how it works. I just do Zoom readings. No big deal. It's awesome. You're from Vancouver. I'm from Vancouver Island. Welcome. You're there listening. Who's that? Mary Hunter. Hello. Hello. Oh, the name of my cards. Aren't they beautiful? This is my friend. Here. Chris Ann. The Light Seers deck. It's a beautiful deck. And I decided to use them tonight to celebrate my friend doing so well with this lovely deck that she created. And I'll tell you honestly, the cards are beautiful, and that is because the woman who created them is probably one of the nicest, kindest women I've known. What a lovely creature she is, honestly. Chris Ann. Light Seers. The Light Seers. Yeah, they're beautiful. Oh, look at this. This is a message for everyone in the room who's watching right this second. I'm told to tell you this. Everyone who's listening and watching right now. This is the Knight of Cups. It says, rise up, be creative, follow your heart, allow the emotion that you feel inside you and the passion that you have deep in your soul for the things that you are really loving and the things that you will put your heart and soul into, whatever causes you actually feel really passionate about. Put your best foot forward and put all you have into the next few weeks. And once you come out of this next few weeks, I promise you things will be in exactly a position that you were like, whew, I didn't think I'd make it here. But you will. You will make it here. And the more artsy, the better. The more creative, the better. The more kind, the better. The more spiritual, the better. All right? Don't be afraid. And even when it comes to money, even when it comes to how much money you have or don't have, don't be afraid. Because I promise you this about what's about to happen is the more you put faith into Creator, the more you put faith into the God and the Goddess, the more you put faith into whatever spirituality you feel a connection to, the more you will be rewarded. And the universe wants to conspire in your favor. Give it all the energy you can to encourage it to do just that. So, Knight of Cups. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That's the one thing. If you say you're going to do it, do it. Be creative. Be musical. Let the muses come out of you. Sing, dance, drum, create, paint, pastel, draw, write a story, write a poem. Let that source flow through you, and maybe through that experience you'll remember what it is you're supposed to be doing, and you'll just get on board and do it. Right? Okay, please stop, everyone, and send a whole bunch of love into the room by tapping the screen. Please send some vibes my way and get this algorithm going. And I'll be happy to give you a 1-card reading. And for those that gift, I'm going to give 2 or 3 cards, 4 maybe. And I would like to gift, first of all, let me see, I'm picking someone by going through, let's see, while I was doing a reading who was doing some loving. Oh yeah, I see that. Thank you. Oh, that was wonderful. Hey, Mick Hurstspiel, 1-card reading for you. All right, Sasha Source, you're next. Page of Swords says, take that next job or idea that you want to put into motion seriously and just do it. You may not have a whole lot of money or a whole lot of time, but just pick away at it. You'll get it. You remember? What do you remember? Okay, Sasha Shorts. Sasha, this is for you. You're welcome.